Hello, my name is Jennifer Winford, and I am here today to tell you about web design. I love web design, and what I'm about to tell you might make you think that it's not entirely true, but it is. It's a fun, fast, energetic career, and it is unlike anything that I've ever undertaken in my entire life. Well, my first day on the job, I was nervous, as anyone would be. I went to my perfectly clean desk, sat down in my cold chair, and I stared at a blank computer screen. My boss insisted I spend the first 30 minutes of my day familiarizing myself with my work area. Well, there was a pencil cup with no pencils, a computer, a mouse, a keyboard, and that was about it. I managed to familiarize myself with this area in about 4 seconds. What do you do with 30 minutes when all you did just took 4 seconds? Well, that was the easiest 4 seconds of my entire career. Since then, I haven't managed to find 4 seconds just to sit and enjoy my clean desk. Nor has my desk been clean since then. Web design is a fickle mistress. She wants what she wants, when she wants it, and that's usually yesterday. What your client or boss may want is number 1. Number 2 is molding what they want into something good. Number 3 is convincing them that that was what they wanted in the first place. Here's an example. My boss says that they want a new website. It should be fresh, it should be clean, and work exactly like MySpace. I create a snazzy new design with color, life, clean lines, open spaces, creative art, and make it somewhat like MySpace, but not enough for their lawyers to come knocking at our door. Probably a good idea. Number 3, it's time to talk to the boss. Herman Melville once said, "It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation." I have a firm belief that this is true. I mean, not that I like failing or anything, but being original and creative is one of the most rewarding experiences you can have in your life or career. So, when you present a project like this MySpace for approval, you don't start by pointing out how it's unlike what the boss wanted. You don't start with, well, it's not like MySpace, but the first thing they're going to say is, well, isn't that what I asked for? Why am I even looking at this? Well, of course, that's not going to go over very well. You need to start with, in the spirit of the MySpace website, I have created a fresh, original design that will turn heads. Unlike most things in life, confidence will take you a lot farther. The next thing you need to be prepared for in the position of web design, specifically my position, is rejection. No one likes rejection. Every single designer has experienced rejection in one form or another. When you create a design, you put something of yourself into it. You bring your experience, your life, your laughter, and your style into the work. You haven't just created a website, you've given birth. I know this might be kind of hard for maybe some of you men out there to understand, but creating design also means cutting the proverbial umbilical cord, or you're going to get your feelings hurt. Let's use littletimmy.com for an example. Timmy.com has your favorite colors, your favorite fonts, he wears your logo, and he bears your name. Now it's time to send littletimmy.com to school. Suddenly, uh-oh, Timmy's in trouble. He's unorganized, he talks too much in class, he's not living up to what his teachers, or your bosses, expect of him. So does that make you love him any less? Of course not. He just needs to change his attitude, and you can send him back to school tomorrow. Cut the umbilical cord. I cannot stress this enough. Sometimes your boss will be downright crude. He'll look straight at it and say, "It sucks." And you know what? That feeling really sucks. But you have to toughen up, get a thick skin. It happens to everyone. Don't take it to heart. I'm not going to say that there's no such thing as bad design, but there are designers who take criticism very badly. For instance, I had a coworker who, when he was under fire from the client and taking criticisms left and right, he stomped out of the room and he never returned to his desk, not even to pick up his personalized coffee mug. Just remember, web design is infinitely flexible, and like web design, you need to be flexible too. Now, flexible does not just apply to a single design. It also applies to your day-to-day functions. You may have been dying to reorganize your stock photo portfolio for weeks, and just when you find the time to sit down and do it, your boss bursts into the room and slaps a new project right on your desk. Do we cry? Do we carry on? Do we scream, "It's not fair," into the sky? No. We put down the mouse and we open the new packet with an open mind and some new ideas. Projects need to be flexible too. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten nearly done with an assignment when, as is customary, the boss bursts into the room full of new ideas and new directions. Do you cry? No. There is no crying in web design. Do you scream? Well, maybe. No, don't scream. Well, I put a lot of work into this. And it does hurt to have to just suddenly stop and change directions. But remember, it's also job security. The more they change, the more you have to change, and you're sticking around as long as it takes. So, listen with an open mind and some new ideas. Flexibility, thick skin, open mind, creativity. If you can bring these things to the table, you will be a successful web designer and build some things that you and your clients can be very proud of. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope that you take some of it to heart.